KCRA 3, this is breaking news.
Breaking news we continue to follow here at KCRA 3 out of Sacramento County, Fair Oaks to be specific. And here is a map of where this suspect is holed up right now. There's a standoff situation at an apartment complex right along Winding Way and Hazel Avenue. You can see where the suspect is presumably located at the back end of this apartment complex, just on the other side of that shopping mall strip, that strip mall along Hazel Avenue. Now where that square is, that's where KCRA 3's Aaron Heft is. And on the left side, that is where KCRA 3's Danica Hill is. We begin with her with the latest on what's happening. Danica?
Yeah, Lisa, we're standing right outside of the front of Hazel Ranch apartment complex. I'm going to step out and show you what we're seeing here on the scene right now. Still several deputies here just trying to get this scene to come to an end. We know that they are negotiating with that suspect inside of the building. Now, since our last live shot, I have had a chance to speak with a couple of witnesses, a couple residents of this apartment complex who tell me they heard multiple gunshots this morning. One person described it as kind of a quick, sporadic pop, pop, pop. They say that this isn't very typical for this neighborhood. They say that they've never seen this much police presence in this area. Now, from what we can tell you, deputies say that they have fired shots at that suspect. We don't know how many shots were fired. We don't know what the suspect's condition is. Deputies could not confirm whether or not that suspect fired shots back at them or how this all began. I asked detectives if you could tell me what the motive behind this was or what those conversations are, and at this time they're just not able to release that information. They have evacuated people from these apartment complexes. Again, that's why I was talking to residents just kind of standing out here with us, with news crews here on the scene, just trying to get to the bottom, figuring out when they'll be allowed back into their apartments or when they'll be able to even get out of this area because the roads are blocked here. So residents are now having to just stake around here. We also talked with one witness who was at a dentist's office over in that shopping center near where Aaron is, and they said they were having to shelter in place in the dentist's office. We heard within the last 15 minutes or so they started escorting people out, but for the most part, this area is still kind of on that lockdown mode because there is an active investigation, an active threat to the public here. That's what deputies are calling it. Again, very active scene. All we know is that deputies have fired shots. This is an active scene, but we don't know what the suspect's condition is. We know that those deputies, however, are okay. Here in Fair Oaks, Danica Hill, KCRA 3 Note.
Danica, thank you. We continue our team coverage now to Aaron Heft. She joins us on the other side of that apartment complex. Aaron?
Lisa, being told that this is an active threat to the area. Take a look for yourself. Several drones over the scene. This flanking the apartment complex, shielded just by this shopping mall right here. Now, for perspective, we are on Hazel Avenue. Multiple agencies on scene right now. We're seeing Sacramento Metro Fire. We're obviously seeing Sacramento Sheriff deputies. Folsom Fire Department brought their ladder truck. We're also seeing SWAT, and newly to the scene is PG&E. Now, I was told by fire officials PG&E called in. These are gas trucks, and it's because there was a smell of smoke in the area. This is precautionary just to keep everyone safe, like Danica said, and as well as you, Lisa, saying that this apartment complex for the majority has been forcibly evacuated by deputies for the people who live here, safety, as well as there are some people sheltering in place. Those are not in the direct vicinity, to our knowledge, of the actual person who is a suspect at this moment. So active threat, SWAT on scene. This a live look. Now, I do want to put in perspective that if we pan over to the left behind this Hazel Cleaners and the Metro Fire truck right there, that is where all of SWAT, all of deputies and fire crews are really situated. And they did just take a Sacramento Metro Fire paramedic gurney and wheel it into that zone. We put up our mast cam, which is a large cam about 20, 30 feet in the air, and we could see active SWAT operations in that quadrant of the actual apartment complex. And we did speak to neighbors who live inside that apartment complex who had bullets shot straight through their walls from the outside through their apartment, clear through the other side. You can see the outside through both of those entrance and exit holes. So still a very active situation. When we did pull up at 11:50 was the last time we could hear audible shots being fired. Countless shots, I would say between 8 to 15, and it did sound like 2 different caliber weapons. Lisa?
Aaron Heff, thank you for the live report. And now let's go to someone who actually lives there and did have bullet holes in their apartment. Dominic Morales, thanks for joining us live on the phone right now. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So Dominic, tell us what happened and about what time did this all start? What did you see?
So we were sleeping at around 9:30, and not even a few moments after that, I woke up and I think it sounded like a noise had hit the door, like almost a rock in a sense. I went to check it and nothing was there. And then after that, my girlfriend had went to go get ready for work and got some coffee. She noticed the bullet hole going in and out, and instantly her roommate had called the front office and they had established that someone shot through a window or something like that.
Wow.
And they came to check it out. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, we're looking at the video that you sent us right now showing the 2 bullet holes in your walls, one of them above your fireplace leading out towards that patio area. And so you didn't hear the bullets at all, just what you thought was maybe a rock hitting your door or something like that?
Yeah, I heard like a really loud sound, like 2 of them. And as soon as I went to look, there was nothing there. So I went back to bed. And then further, like looking through everything, we had noticed another bullet as well.
And then when did you start to notice sheriff's deputies on the property?
I would say not even 5 to 10 minutes after that, the deputies went over to the house. They knocked on the door, asked the man to come out, and more shots went off.
And so you think, do you know what the apartment complex, do you know who lives in that apartment over there? Do you think this is, somewhere where this person lives, or that they, forced their way in there or something like that, or was visiting?
I believe the person does live there, and they have had stuff happen in the past I do not know of, but I know that certain issues have occurred there as well.
So we're looking at video now that you sent us showing the drone, that you can see the drone outside your patio area. This seems like such a nice apartment complex. Seems very unusual for this apartment complex.
Yeah, it's pretty scary that something like this would happen at such a random time, such a random day.
Yeah, we're looking at the drone video that you sent us right now. Have you, Dominic, so you live there. Did they ask you to leave? Are you out of your apartment now?
Yes, we evacuated. A sheriff came in, he knocked on the door, told us to grab a few items that we needed, and we left. We took an Uber to a family member's house because our car was parked in the middle of everything that was going on.
Your car was parked in the middle of everything that was going on. So did you get to take your car, or did they have to take you somewhere?
We had got an Uber out of the area, but yeah, the car is still there. Just we're kind of hoping that it's all good.
Yeah, it's just stuck there right now. All right, well, we're certainly glad, Dominic, that you and your girlfriend are safe, and as of right now, still no reported injuries, which is great news because, yeah, stray bullets are very dangerous and can potentially be deadly. Dominic Morales, thank you for the video. Thanks for sharing with everyone what transpired according to your experience and what you went through this morning. Again, thank you so much, and we're so thankful that you guys are safe.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Dominic. Again, that was Dominic Morales, who lives at these apartment buildings right across from where all of this is transpiring. As we continue to look at these live pictures, you can see the very active scene and the huge law enforcement presence there. SWAT is there. They have firefighters on standby. PG&E crews are even there on standby on the other side of this apartment complex. Here's a live look from our other vantage point, and this is along Hazel Avenue, right along that strip mall where McCooney's is located. This is lines the back side, the back quadrant of this apartment complex where a lot of that activity is going on. So you can see they've even got that taped off. All of those businesses had to close. All of them had to evacuate the people who were inside just for their safety, obviously, because again, stray bullets are a real possibility in this situation. We'll continue to follow this for you, and we'll bring you the latest here on KCRA 3. Make sure you have the KCRA 3 app downloaded and enable those push alerts. So if anything happens, we will get that sent straight to your phone and keep you here on KCRA 3 in case we break in again. That's it for now. We'll return you to your regular programming.